Go. Purple. 11. Reach. You're in.
Macy.
Do you want me to?
You're in.
Check on you. Get outside. 14. Who has 14? 14. Potts. Haley, you have 14.
You're gonna fight?
Who's 14?
Coming in. so much to those teams tonight. Before tonight's starting lineups, we'll honor America. At this time, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Starting tonight for Kellogg High School. Number 5, Macy Jerome. Number 15, Darian Hill. Number 21, Grace Aaron. Number 22, Haley James. And number 23, Haley Reed. The Wildcats are coached by Jen Deary and assisted by Cody Pratt. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the starting lineup for the Wallace
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the Kirby Krulitz Court on this January 20th, the inauguration day. Basketball match between the Miners of Wallace and the Wildcats visiting from close by Kellogg. Tip controlled by the Wildcats. First shot up by Jerome, right side, no good. Rebound, Jaden House. Here come the Miners the other way. House passes left side to Ellie Welch. Welch drive right down the middle of the lane. Dump it off, short corner to Chloe Selke, who gets a good look, gets her own rebound, and fouled underneath. A holding foul called on number 15 for Kellogg. That's Darian Hill. That's her first, and the Miners will inbound the ball. Kellogg coming out playing man-to-man defense. Hopefully Wallace has an answer for that. New starting lineup for the Miners this week. We have Brittany Phillips, Ellie Welch, Grace Hunter, Chloe Selke, and Jaden House. Oh, man, good ball movement by the Miners and a good look down low. Grace Hunter's shot blocked out of bounds once again to the Miners. They'll set up in looks like 3 people down low and 1 person up top. Look, set the screen in the middle. A steal by Hunter, a nice pass over to Selke. And she's up and good for 2 points. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Barry Larson. I'm joined up here with Carter Bailey as I'll be the color guy, and I'll be the play-by-play. Carter, you do color.
Sounds good with me, Coach.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Miners coming out playing a 2-3 zone. A little bit more intensity here, it seems, already this evening. You think that's just because, Carter, you think that's because it's Kellogg versus Wallace matchup, or the girls are really starting to play really well?
I think that does a big part in it. You know, there's a lot of hype coming up to this game, and, you know, Miners always want to win. Kellogg always wants to win. Big rivalry, so I think that'll add a lot of intensity to this game.
Right.
Yeah.
House looks up to Phillips. Phillips right down the middle lane for a layup. No good. Fighting for the rebound underneath, controlled by Nearing. Here come the Wildcats. Starting for the Wildcats this evening, number 5, Macy Jerome, Darian Hill, Grace Nearing, Haley Cheney, and Kay Reed rounds out the starting 5. Miners back in a 2-3 zone right away, get it down low and inside. Good step through by Reed, but tied up. Out of bounds to the Miners. Boy, Carter, both teams really affected here by the COVID this year. I was doing some research, and I counted 5 games that have been lost by Kellogg due to the pandemic, you know, as opposed to 3 for Wallace. But both teams, you know, not getting a consistent chance to play basketball, you know, for weeks and weeks. And that really, I would imagine, causes a lot of problems getting some kind of momentum going.
Oh, yeah, it's a big impact, because, you know, that's what keeps teams going is, you know, they keep on the road, they keep winning at home. And that's kind of what keeps the spirits up with COVID. You know, it's hard for both boys and girls, high school, college, NBA,
right,
wherever you're at.
right.
You know, it's hard. Not having fans makes a big difference.
We'll try not to dwell on it tonight, but having Carter up here, we'll talk a little bit about mindset and how he approaches these games with, you know, a limited amount of fans in the stands and no band, and it's a lot different here.
Yep, it is.
2-zip, Miners have the lead early in the first quarter. House's pass intercepted by Haley Cheney, who's fouled by Ellie Welch at the other end. Great hustle play by Welch, though, to get back on defense and not give up an easy 2.
You know, Ellie is always good for that. Good hustle plays, good defense.
One of my favorite players Wallace has, boy or girl.
Yep.
And Cheney will go to the line for her first 2 shots of the evening. Her foul shot up and no good. Kellogg is 3-5 on the year. They beat Priest River a couple times and the Post Falls JV girls, whereas Wallace is coming in at 5-6. They're in 11 games. They haven't played for a while and got a chance to travel to Montana last week and play a really strong Thompson Falls team.
Yep, that was a good game too. Good game for them to, you know, learn off of and play hard.
And a fun game. You know, usually we find ourselves going west, but it's nice to go east a little bit or northeast even. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that north of us?
Yeah.
As the crow flies? Thompson Falls?
It's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 point here. 2-1 early on. 5 minutes left. First quarter. Nearing in the corner. She looks to get the ball inside to Cheney, but it's deflected by Welch. And just as we speak about her, here she comes on a fast break down the court and ball deflected out of bounds. Welch passes the House in the corner. Her 3-point attempt up and good. Nice shot by Jaden House. Kellogg being really patient, not firing up a lot of shots, working the ball around the outside, really working hard to get it into Cheney, or we have a substitute now in the game for the Wildcats. That's Emily Coe. a freshman getting some varsity action here. Darian Hill's shot right side, no good, but rebounded by Cheney, up and in.
You know, that's one thing the Miners are going to have to watch for is Haley Cheney down there getting rebounds, getting putbacks like that.
Did Haley play the game here last year? Was she under the weather?
I think she was just sick. Yeah.
Yeah, got into foul trouble early
yeah.
on, and it made for a really competitive game.
Yeah.
So I don't wish anybody to get into foul trouble, but you know, we know that the Miners are focused on handling or at least containing Cheney a little bit.
Yep.
And here's Nearing from the corner. Her three-point attempt up, no good. Rebounded by House. Phillips running the floor. House thought about cross-court pass, but thinks better. And she's fouled up top by, that is Macy Jerome. Her first foul of the game. 2 team fouls apiece. First sub of the game for the Miners. Brianna Bergam will replace Grace Hunter, who came in and did a really nice job to begin with. Check. Okay. Ball inbounded to House. Jaden, team leader, had an ankle injury earlier in the season, which kind of held her back, but now with the opportunity to play a number of games, really starting to hit her stride.
Yep. You can definitely see it too.
Just the confidence she plays with. She shooting about 30% from the three-point line, but man, when she puts it up, there's always a chance that ball's going to go in.
Yep, most definitely.
Ellie Welch working hard to get in off some Kellogg pressure.
Right.
Good hustle by Cheney to get back and block that Bergam shot. And here come the Wildcats. Jerome has the ball, middle of the floor. Miners show 2-3. Pretty intense pressure. Good look. And McKelvey Specht in the game, handling the right side of that upper zone. Cheney drives, met by Bergam. And a 2-point attempt by Jerome. Good competitive start to this game. 3 minutes left. 5-5. Wallace versus the Wildcats. Welch drives. Her pass intercepted. That's Emily Coe. She passes off to Nearing, who goes to Haley Cheney. Nice ball movement. Good unselfishness, and they get an easy bucket. 7-5. Wildcats. Talk, Carter. What do you got? What's going on here?
I see Kellogg's not really looking for that outside shot. They're trying to work it in, and I think that's going to be their best bet to, pull out to an early lead here. Not go too fast, but, get it into Haley Cheney. Play aggressive defense just like they have been and get the ball moving. When
you have a talented post player like that, oh man, and just as we're speaking about her, nice, I don't know if that alley-oop was meant, but the pass was in the vicinity. Cheney jumped up, caught it, and shot it at the same time for a 2-point score. Oh, Kellogg really fighting through screens out there, and travel caused, though.
I think that's one thing, our Wallace guards are going to have to handle is that heavy ball pressure from these, bigger schools, and that's one thing that's great to learn from games like this.
Right. Into the game for the Wildcats, Allie Van Hoos makes her first appearance. And who came back in? And there's Chloe Selke back in the game for the Miners. 9-5, real competitive first quarter. On the floor for the Wildcats, Nearing, Jerome, Cheney, Coe, and Van Hoos. Tied up at the elbow. Jump ball. Got 2 Miners players with their hands on the ball and 1 Kellogg Wildcat. This one will go out of bounds to the Wildcats. They'll set up in a box look.
It's good to see the Miners getting aggressive, though.
Oh, man. Really, really great intensity to begin this game. Let's hope they can keep it up throughout. Once again, a lot of patience shown by the Wildcats, and just as I say that, Nearing drains a 3.
Yep.
Jaden House makes a nice drive down the right side, shoots a little floater, and gets it to rattle in. 7-12, Wildcats.
That's one thing that's interesting to see, because boys and girls were always around each other at practice and things like that, but it's interesting to see, like, Jaden practice those floaters and little things like that. Normally wouldn't, isn't the normal style.
She works on her game, and it's obvious. It's not when you find yourself in a position where you have to shoot an awkward shot, hopefully you've had an opportunity to shoot that before.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, Miners facing a little bit of adversity here. End of the first quarter, 1 minute left. Nearing looks to get the ball inside. Great defense by Selke to knock that ball away. Boy, I really just love the intensity the Miners are coming with here in the first quarter of this game. 12-7, just under a minute left. Tonight's officials, Don White, Paul Manzardo, and local former Wallace standout Mackenzie Dyer. And there's Cole from the corner. That's a two-pointer, though, making the score 14-7. House will bring it up. Doesn't look like any plans to hold it for the last shot. I never understood why people hold it for the last shot, unless you're, first quarter, second quarter. You just don't want the momentum go the way, but.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it comes down, you don't want to give them an extra shot to,
right.
Get those extra points. You want to have the last, stand.
Because at the end of the game in a
close game.
close
It gives you kind of momentum that goes,
At the end of the game in a close game, those points really matter.
Exactly,
You don't think about that end of the first quarter, I guess.
Yep, no.
All right, 30 seconds left. Wallace going out, look to get the ball to the corner. Jerome lets it fly, three-pointer good. A little bit of aggressiveness there, and Wallace still has a chance to score. 20 seconds left. Kellogg comes out showing a little man pressure the whole way. Wallace will clear it out, let House bring up the ball. Her ball's fumbled out of bounds and ended up bouncing off her knee.
Coach, I tell you that Macy Jerome, that's going to be one to look out for in the next few years. She's a freshman this year, and she's a standout for Kellogg.
Yeah, love working with her brother. Had a chance to be around Logan a little bit, and he's a great guy, and
awesome.
it comes from a really great athletic family. Cheney inside. She's fouled with 1.2 seconds left here in the first quarter. Luckily, that ball didn't go. So the Miners facing a 17-7 deficit, Carter. What kind of things do you it doesn't seem like just in the past couple minutes this game's kind of started to go Kellogg's way. What do the Miners have to do to get back into it here?
The good thing
or keep it competitive.
Yeah. The good thing I see is it's not, heavily one-sided. It's not like Kellogg's dominating completely. Wallace is still in the game. They're still in it just as long as they make those little adjustments to stop these little layups and stop Haley Cheney down low.
Right. Keep saying her name, Haley Cheney. That's super important that Wallace focuses on her. And, sometimes you just have to say we're not going to let this person beat her and force the others. But Kellogg playing well here. End of the first quarter. They have a 19-7 lead. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. 19-7 here, second quarter. Kellogg versus Wallace, first meeting of the year. Real competitive first quarter. Towards the end of the period, Kellogg started to pull away a little bit. Keep pounding the ball into Haley Cheney. Some substitutes for the Miners. Burmeister makes her first appearance of the night. She's joined on the floor by Hunter Welch House and Brittany Phillips. Some miscommunication by the Miners, but good defensive awareness by Grace Hunter to slide over and help out. Great stop. Here comes Ellie Welch. Oh, Ellie keeps picking the ball up so high there. She'd be better to make that defense guard her. Now Jaden has the ball left side. She stops, lets the defense pass by her, and her shot no good. Out of bounds to Kellogg. On the floor for the Wildcats, Grace Nearing, Macy Jerome, Ellie Coe, number 10 over there. That's Sam Carson making her first appearance of the night, and number 22, Haley Cheney.
Coach, when they work the ball this well, it'll open up those outside shooters, and that's what we kind of seen in the first quarter was everybody collapses on Haley Cheney, and they get good outside looks. Yeah,
and now Wallace coming out in a man-to-man, give it a little bit different look. I like it. I know the benefits of zone and all the pros it has, but I also see a lot of positives from playing good man-to-man defense, and both teams are looking at that right now.
Especially when a team's shooting as good as Kellogg is.
Yeah, right. Just as we say that, great back cut by Brittany Phillips, but not able to connect on the pass. Ball out of bounds to the Wildcats. Coming into the game for the Wildcats is Kay Reed. She'll replace Cole. And Wallace back in man-to-man pressure. Grace Hunter playing some good post defense down there. Burmeister closes out on Cheney, but lets her go right by her. Cheney shot out of bounds. Miners ball.
Great possession by the Miners.
Good possession, yeah. Anytime you can hold them, not even getting a shot off, I think that's a
That's perfect.
That's a win. Oh, good backcourt awareness by House to help clear the path for Welch, who drives, shoots about a 10-footer. It's no good. Pretty even rebounding. We're not keeping stats up here. It seems like neither team is dominating on the boards tonight.
Yeah. I think that's one thing that we're going to have to see is Wallace try to get on top of these boards. These little offensive boards that Kellogg gets, we can't have that happen.
Yep, you can't give them too many chances.
Yep.
Too many cracks at it, they'll make you pay. Here's Phillips. She drives right side. She was guarded by Jerome. Man, coast to coast. Oh, Grace Hunter was in a good rebounding position, unable to put it back up. 21-7 here. Miners need to stop to stop the momentum. I don't know if that's a foul that needs to be called right there, but 23-7 foul. Basket's good. Nearing will put it in. She'll try to complete the three-point play.
Miners need to get a little bit of intensity going to try to get the momentum back up in their favor.
Yep.
That's one thing I'm looking at Miss Nicole Farkas, to try and see what she's going to do to get her team up.
Coach Farkas always looking and dissecting the game and trying to figure out every advantage she can give her girls here.
Yep.
And doing a great job with these student athletes this year. 23-7. Just seems like a little loss of momentum here. Some choppy play. Coach Farkas looks down her best, asks for McKelvey Speck to come in and lend a little bit of a level head. She'll replace Phillips. He'll get a quick breather. Wallace 5 team fouls so far on the evening to Kellogg's 2, which shows a little bit. They are really getting after. When you look out there, they look like they're really playing hard defense.
Yep.
Good entry pass and a foul on Burmeister. Cheney back to the line to shoot 2. Post defense, man, and really, really important. I think, in my opinion, basketball's become a lot of these days it's become an outside shooting game, and the art of playing in the post is, if not lost, somewhat forgotten. And boy, Kellogg really taking full advantage of a quality post player here.
Oh yeah. Well, and just as we said earlier, you get it into post, and that'll open up these outside shots and things like that for those guards.
Yeah.
Get people to play off and collapse. And
your team's had a little bit more success doing that this year. It has kind of alleviated some of the pressure on the guard play when you get the ball inside.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Connor Denson, Lou Cole, Will Farkas all doing a fabulous job down there.
Yep.
Am I leaving anybody out?
Robbie Moore,
yeah.
Yep.
Nate Hamburger gets in there and clears them out every once in a while.
Yeah.
Full court pressure, man-to-man pressure shown by the Wildcats. We'll see what the Wallace does to handle it. Inbound goes directly to House, and she'll let everybody clear out and bring it up. Kellogg staying in man-to-man pressure. Oh, man. Nice idea by Jaden to get the ball inside. I think we need to do more of that. Most teams play a lot of zone against the Miners to combat the good outside shooting, and usually the girls do a really good job of getting open shots in that short corner. Oh, wonderful out-of-bounds play, and a good defense play by Haley Cheney to block Burmeister's shot. But, boy, they were really moving and good-looking out-of-bounds play.
That's one thing I'm looking at, Wallace to do is get rid of those little mistakes where they have open shots and things like that and knock down the easy buckets, and that's what's going to get them back in this game.
Sound like a coach, Carter. You got to make the easy ones, man.
Exactly, yep.
White 3, hit. One in.
All right. Foul called on McKelvey Speck. That'll be McKelvey's first foul. That's the 3rd team foul. Oh, no, excuse me. 7. We're shooting 1-1. I got it backwards. My production crew up here not really helping out a whole bunch this evening. Nice shot by Van Hoos. She'll shoot the second of 2 shots here. 26-7. Kellogg taking a commanding lead. And line violation called by Don White. Once again, full court pressure. House screens to get Burgum open. Inbounds pass controlled by Burgum. She gets it quickly to Welch. There's an opening. Wallace comes out running the floor. Ball's in the House's hands. 5 minutes left here, Carter. Let's get a bucket and start chipping away at this Kellogg lead.
Yep, that's what we're going to need.
There's Welch. Gets it down low, short corner. House from 3. Her shot up, no good. Looked good from this vantage point, but just in and out. Rebound by Darian Hill, the D-Train.
You know, it's good to see Jaden House being aggressive, though, and putting those shots up. 'Cause that's what we're going to need.
Shoot or shoot.
Back in the game.
That's what Jameer always says, shoot or shoot.
Exactly.
Nice pass by Cheney to, that was Kay Reed for an easy left-handed bucket, and Coach Farkas is going to take a timeout. Midway through the second quarter here, 28-7. Carter Bailey. Joined in the booth by Carter Bailey, I'm Barry Larson. Thanks for joining us for a little bit of Silver Valley basketball. What does a press like this do, Carter?
You know, a lot of it is it speeds up. You know, we're a smaller school, so we're not used to this whole, you know, massive amount of pressure on us, you know, bringing the ball up the court. But it speeds us up to where you make those little mistakes. And,
yep. And it looked it too. Got the ball into Speck's hand, dribbling up the left side. Not a real comfortable position for him. I mean, what's the key to breaking that is just getting it back to the point guard and letting everybody else.
Yeah. You know, getting it back to the point guard and everybody's clearing out, and that's when the point guard should slow down and get the ball up the court.
Jaden House, a great ball handler, as is Ellie Welch. So let's see if the Miners can make a little use of that strategy. Here comes, that's Kars. Sam Kars back in the game. She'll replace Macy Jerome. 28-8. Boy, I'd like to see the Miners try to get it back to 10 or so here going into the second half. Make it, you know, within reach.
Yep.
Seems like it's slipping further and further away, but we're 1 point closer now. Miners showing a little defensive pressure, picking up about 3/4 length out. Looks like they're playing just a help side man defense. Oh, blocky foul called on Chloe Selke. And Emily Coe will go to the line. Coe, a freshman, as is Macy Jerome and Maddie Cheney, Haley's younger sister. Coach Farkas goes to her bench. She'll bring Brittany Phillips back in. Brittany will replace Chloe Selke, who was saddled with her 3rd foul here midway through the second quarter. So she'll take a seat for a while and come back and live the fight in the second half. Coe's second shot up, no good, but rebounded by Kay Reed, put back and up and in. All right, here we go. Welch has got the ball. Kind of seemed to get a good transition until we get to about the free throw line, and then things just kind of grind to a halt, but not then. I'm sorry, Carter, was that?
Great pass from Ellie Welch to Brianna Burgum.
Brianna Burgum, good.
Quick layup.
Okay. Yep. And here's
Great
Welch
defense.
with a quick steal. She's dribbling left side. Her layup attempt, good. Man, there we go. 30-13, 3.5 minutes left here, first half. Miners making a little run. Nearing dribbles left side. Miners still in a zone. Doing a great job down low, though. Oh, that's a really nice move by the freshman. Coe again. Here's Welch. She guarded midcourt by Hill. Wildcats playing man-to-man pressure pretty much the whole first half here. Miners need to use screens well, get to the basket, get open looks. There's Phillips from about 15. Her shot no good. Rebounded by Coe. She looks to push the ball fumbled, and looks like it bounced off one of the Wallace players, out of bounds to the Wildcats. Grace Hunter back in the game for Bergham. Man, basketball is a game of runs. You know, if you can weather some of these storms, you know, a 20-point lead early in the first half isn't so bad if you can chip into it and make it 15, and then, you know, 10,
exactly.
and it gets closer and closer.
You know, Coach, what do you think Miners are going to have to do to get back into this game?
Oh, I like what they're doing right now. The defensive pressure is great. They've gotten some steals. The ball's been bouncing their way a couple times, and, you know, making layups. That's really important.
Yep.
There's the ball, inbounded to Phillips. She gets it right back to Welch. See, it almost seems like that, you know, that press is designed to get the ball in someone else's hands besides Welch or House. Boy, just wonderful work by Welch and House. Jaden was working really hard down low to seal off her defender. Welch recognized that, and a nice lob pass for an easy 2 points. 15-32. Just as we say that, man, Carter, things are starting to go the Miners' way, and it's encouraging.
Exactly. It's a game of runs, Coach.
Yeah.
That's what my dad always told me. That's what everyone always says. It's a game of runs.
You just want those runs to go your way every once in a while, huh?
Exactly.
Ball's inbounded to Phillips. She'll push. Great defensive stop there by Coe. Almost forces a travel, but no. Welch's shot inside the three-point line, no good. Rebounded by Karst, and she's going to be granted a timeout called by Kellogg's coach. It's like a 30-second timeout. We'll take a, well, let's of our sponsors there, Carter, if you don't mind.
You know, Coach, I've been in Channel 3. We have a class for this, and it's great to see all these Silver Valley businesses coming out, like Nasco, Zanetti's, Wallace, Ace Hardware, McDonald's, Hecla, Mike Specialty Welding, Love and Care More, La Riviere, McGilvery, and Dave Smith. There's so many companies in the Silver Valley that are willing to, you know, help out these little, you know, school functions that we can always do, and we have fun doing it.
And it's awesome too.
Yeah.
We have such a wonderful facility here, and it's great for them to get a little bit of advertising, and for us to have their support. We're always thankful for their support of the community here. All right, 2 minutes left here. Miners cut it to a 17-point lead, but it has been worse. Let's see if we can get the momentum to continue here. Or will this turn out to be a good timeout for the Wildcats? Looks like the Miners looking to trap a little bit. Cheney gets it down low. Her left-handed baby hook, no good. Rebounded by Phillips. She brings it up left side, met by Coe. Man, I keep saying that name, Coe. She's all over the place. House picks up her dribble, about 25 feet. And double dribble called by Dawn White. What's the mindset here, Carter, when you're facing a 17-point deficit? And I'm not poking fun at you, but we've faced some of these situations here this year. How do you, I mean, what do you have to do to keep going and keep hope alive?
You know, a lot of it's just getting through your mind that score 0-0, you know. You want to just keep poking away at that lead, and, you know, you want to be up. And the more you can do that over the time of the game, the more the game gets closer and the more hope you have, and the more momentum you got.
Very good, very good. 30-second timeout called by Coach Farkas. She's going to draw up a play here, maybe get a bucket and keep this a manageable deficit, and come out and play in the second half and close it in.
You know, as Coach Farkas continued to coach over the years, it's awesome to see how great of a coach she's become. Yeah, I don't think people realize how, you know, awesome she is as a person and as a coach to all these girls.
Those are really kind words, and I'm in full agreement. She is a wonderful person, and she's has a great impact on these young ladies, and they play with energy and enthusiasm and spirit, and that's all you can ask for sometimes.
Yep.
.131 Cheney, second shot up, no good, out of bounds. That'll be Wallace's ball. 1 minute 30 seconds left here. Let's see what Coach Farkas is drawing up. Brings the ball in. McKelvey Specs. She'll get it right back to Welch. Kellogg coming out in a zone press, looking for a trap at the sideline. Welch gets at the House, who looks like she may have been fouled by Cheney. No call. controlled. Here's Phillips. She drives right down the middle lane. Jump stop. Three-point attempt left side by House. Up. Oh, we needed that one to fall. Good rebound by Grace Hunter. And a jump ball. Boy, it looked like maybe Hill had reached in there, but ball out of bounds to the Wildcats. That's funny you say that, Carter. I find myself poaching drills that I see Coach Farkas running. I have no shame. I'll put it in that afternoon, or
Exactly.
you know, I've. They say that, you know, when you mimic someone, it's the best form of flattery, and the ease of the zone offense that she runs, but the effectiveness made me go to that with you know, the guys on the JV team, and we've had a lot of success with it. So, you know, man, if something's right there in front of you and it's successful, go ahead and copy it. And
Yep.
I'm happy to have her as a mentor and a friend.
Yep, most definitely.
All right, under a minute left, 33-15 Kellogg. Thanks for joining us here. Silver Valley basketball. Nearing left side. She looks over to Sam Carson. Nice handle by Carson. Jump up and grab that ball like it may have been headed out of bounds. And great defensive intensity by the Miners here. Last minute of the first half, and it pays off. Miners ball, 44 seconds. What would you try to do here, Carter?
I try to keep up that intensity going. You know, you want to make the Wildcats make these little mistakes, and that's how you're going to keep the momentum going in their favor.
Ball bounces off of McKelvey Speck's foot. Boy, she's not happy right now. Gives Haley Cheney a little shove, which referees didn't see there. You know, it gets real difficult when you're facing a deficit to contain yourself and keep your composure.
Most definitely, but you know, playing in games like this will teach you how to handle these.
Yeah, no,
situations.
that's the awesome thing about sports, Carter. Thanks for making that point. Face some adversity, and you know, you gotta learn how to win. Like you gotta learn how to lose. Makes you a stronger person and builds character. But building character only goes so far, right?
Yep, most definitely.
17 seconds left here. Haley Cheney will go to line. This will be a two shots for her. First shot up and good. What I was trying to say is we reached the double bonus. Wallace has 10 team fouls, so Cheney will shoot 2 shots. Her second shot up. No good. Shooting about from 50% from the line tonight, but Kellogg gets the rebound. 15 seconds left. Cross-court pass. Out of bounds. Looks like it was tipped. Kellogg maintains possession. Let's just give him one shot here, if that. One shot, no second shots.
Yep, exactly.
Karst has the ball. She passes to Nearing. Nearing passes to Cheney in the corner. Back to Karst, over to Hill. Great defensive pressure by the Miners. Karst three-point attempt up. No good. First half ends. The 19-point Kellogg lead, 34-15. Join us back here in about 10 minutes for the second half. Hey, welcome back. Miners facing a 19-point deficit here. Third quarter reminds me of a poem. Not a poem, rather just a quote from Lena Taylor. Hope can be a powerful force. Maybe there's no actual magic in it, but when you know what you hope for most and hold it like a light within you, you can make things happen, almost like magic. Let's see if the Miners have any magic here in this second half. Once again, I'm Barry Larson, joined in the booth by Senior ASB President Carter Bailey, but not Homecoming Queen. That title is held by other production assistant up here tonight, Will Farkas. Here comes Ellie Welch. Good start for the Miners. 17-34. Nice shot from the right elbow. Miners come out. They're showing a little zone defense now. Oh, backside. Nice skip pass over there to Haley Cheney. Misses a layup. Here comes Phillips the other way. Important to get off to a good start here, I think, Carter.
Yep.
Ellie Welch looking to maintain that. Little heat check from about 23. Oh, great defensive play by Grace Hunter. Stand back on D and challenging Nearing. And a bucket for Brittany Phillips. 19-34. Beginning here of the second half. Nearing's met with some pressure up high by Ellie Welch, who drives. And we have an offensive foul called against Grace Nearing, drawn by Brittany Phillips. Phillips coming out and giving the Miners a little spark here to begin the second half.
Yeah. You know, what a lot of people don't see is that charge is going to add a lot of momentum going towards Wallace's way. It's going to add a lot of energy and, a lot of want to win the game. We
keep saying this name tonight, but that Will Farkas took a couple charges, which were momentum changers last night and kept the Miners in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Nice look by Chloe Selke, 21-34. What was it, 19-point deficits cut to 13 here with just under 2 minutes. Begin the second half. And Coach Nearing will get a quick timeout. She's going to take a full timeout.
Oh, yeah. Full timeout.
All right, Coach Nearing gets a quick timeout, hopefully to stop some of that Wallace Miner momentum. They got on a 6-point run here to begin the second half. Signs of life. It may have been my quote that I read. No, my son Ollie Larson helped me pick that out tonight. He insisted that I read it here to begin the second half, and I was happy to oblige.
You know, Coach, I was hoping he'd join us as a special guest tonight.
Oh, he's still around. He might do that sometime soon. Boy, that Co really applying some pressure right in front of referee White. She steals the ball, or rather that's Hill. Boy, both teams coming out with a lot of spirit here to begin the second half. Like to say hello to my niece, Emma Van Hoos, listening from home due to some of the COVID restrictions. Just wish her well and hope that she's back on the floor soon. It's always a treat for me to come out and watch family members play. You know, I would prefer she might be playing for Wallace, but happy to see her play nonetheless.
Oh, yeah.
Probably shouldn't have said that as per some HIPAA rules or something, but no, I think it's kind of everybody's dealing with it in one way or another, and unfortunately she's got to miss a ball game here tonight.
Most definitely. You know, it happens, and you got to work through it and come back.
Boy, this Channel 3, you guys call it Channel 3 News, Carter, or is this Channel 3 Sports? Are they one and the same?
Yeah, basically the same. You know, Channel 3 News is JP Webb, you know, John Paul Webb.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of his big thing back in the day, and I think, you know, most people remember that.
Yep. Is there still a daily or bi-weekly news telecast?
Not anymore. We mostly focus on live streams and sports and things like that.
Cool, and what great timing to focus on a live stream during the situation we're in, and you guys are really knocking it out of the park here.
Well, thank you, Coach.
Provide a lifeline for parents and friends and family to watch when they're not able to be in the gym physically. You know, I know some of the restrictions have relaxed a little bit, allowing parents in the facilities, but for a long time this was their only choice, and for a lot of friends and family it is their only choice to see these girls play basketball. So
Yeah.
kudos to you guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Who's on the team? Would it take a long time to list everybody, or is it a small group, a big group, a class that
Well,
Coach Young runs?
I mean, there's quite a few people. It's over a span of a few years what we've really been working on, and yeah, it's quite a few people over the span of some time.
As this booth gets nicer and nicer, there's a paint job, there's multiple outlets, there's some comfy chairs. I'd like to see maybe a buffet spread or something in the future. Most press boxes have
I
a.
think we can organize something like
Okay,
that.
all right. Not even a hot dog to be found in the gym tonight.
COVID.
COVID. But I'd like to mention all the people working really, and I don't want to take away from the ball game there. Chloe Selke fighting for a rebound, and she'll go to the line to shoot too. But want to mention all the people working so hard to make sure that these games go on. Athletic Director Bruce Bailey, Principal Lund, all the coaches and janitors and building maintenance people helping make sure that we're able to play these games, because can you imagine what it'd be like without them? It would just be terrible.
Yep.
To not even have the chance to go out there and compete and play, especially during your what is your senior year, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, so thankful for what they've got us to be able to do and things like that.
I love seeing when Mr. Bailey puts on that backpack and looks like he's a Ghostbuster.
Yep. All by Ellie Welt.
Back to the game, 14-point deficit. Brad Teskey up here helped me with my math. I just looked over and double-checked, and he gave me a nod. That's right. 5 minutes left here, third quarter. Ball inbounded to Cheney. She returns it to Nearing, who looks down low to, I keep forgetting, that's Kay Reed. Reed and Brianna Bergam fighting for the ball. Selke's on the ground, controlled by Phillips, comes out. No numbers here, but she's going to continue to push. Looks left side. Stops, good choice. Hits House, top of the key. We need that one. Rims in and out. Nice look at the basket. Jaden's got to keep shooting those. 22-36. These games have gotten more competitive in the past couple years. Wallace kind of drawing Kellogg in. As I say that, Cheney for a quick two, 38-22. Man-to-man defense shown by Kellogg. Welch will look for that high ball screen by Brianna Bergam. Nice pass, right side. Boy, just a wonderful bit of execution by the Miners there. And I actually saw them working on, I think they just put that in the other day, and it looked really great.
Yeah.
They're in a little zone pressure, letting Darian Hill to shoot, and there's Jerome up top. Really just saying, please shoot it. Darian Hill obliges, and boy.
Knocks it down.
Man down, hand down, man down, is that what they say? Hill, three-pointer. 41-24. Brittany Phillips drives right side. Phillips really starting to play with some more confidence as a freshman here this year. Good looking left-handed shot from about 15 for Welch, 26-41.
It's great to see some of these shots going down.
Oh, yeah.
We went a span in the second quarter where they didn't, and things like this happen where Chloe gets a great steal
defensive anticipation, drives down the other way, just misses the layup. But boy, that's a sign of life there. Keep it going, girls. Hill thinks about another three-pointer. Passes to Kay Reed. Her shot no good. Crashes the boards. Cheney with a rebound and put back, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line for a chance at the three-point play, and I think Coach Farkas is going to use this opportunity to take a timeout. Longtime veteran referee Paul Manzardo granting Coach Farkas a timeout. 43-26 here. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a minute break. Welcome back. Always nice break tunes by scoreboard operator and social studies teacher Jared Schauber. What's going to happen here? Some confusion by the referees. This happened in our game last night, Carter,
Yeah, it
where
did.
there was a. It was going to what be a. It was the second half of a bonus shot, maybe. The guy
No, it was an AM1, just like this happened, and you know, ref says 2 shots, everybody freezes, and realistically it should be 1.
yeah, and then if I remember correctly, they got the rebound, but everybody just kind of stopped, and they ended up giving them the ball.
Yeah, it was weird sequence of events.
Well, spend enough time in the gym, you'll see something new just about every night.
Yep.
Kelby Speck, right side. Boy, the Miners doing a great job of moving that ball, probing, looking for openings and not forcing things up. House shoots about a 18-footer, no good. Rebound, Cheney. Cheney starting to command it just about every board down there. See if the Miners can get some blockouts. Here goes Jerome. She's allowed to drive right down the middle of the lane. She passes off to Cheney for a real easy bucket. Yeah, good young players here for the Wildcats. I've been impressed by Coe and Macy Jerome playing real well.
Oh yeah, you know, Macy Jerome, you know, watching this game it's kind of funny for me watching this because you got Gracie Naring out there, and her brother Graydon Naring is who I played against played with and played against for quite a few years.
Right.
And you also got Macy Jerome out there, and she's cousins with, you know, one of the all-time great Chase Jerome.
That's
Kellogg
right.
Greats, you know.
Yeah.
So it's pretty.
A lot of
pretty fun
overlap.
watching
You
this.
play, you know all these guys, you know the history and the reputations, and it's fun to go out there and play against these longtime Silver Valley families. Here comes Welch. She looks up to Jaden House. We got to get Jaden going here. She stops and pops. Her three-point attempt no good, but rebounded by Chloe Selke. She gives it right back to House. House looks to drive, being real aggressive here. Just about 2 minutes left in the third quarter. She's blocked by Cheney, and here come the Wildcats. Jerome looks into Cheney. She's guarded by Selke. Kicks it right back out to Hill. Hill gets it over to Emily Coe. Coe looks. She had Reed in the short corner, but passed it up. Goes left side to Darian Hill for the three-pointer. Attempt no good, but rebounded by Cheney. Back up and in. Here's House. Another three-point attempt. No good. This point, we probably just need to get a basket and start chipping away at that lead. I'm not saying pass up open shots, but boy, we got to get a layup and get that scoreboard clicking.
Yep, get a nice easy bucket coming up.
Good patience shown by Kellogg. Hill passes up the three-point attempt. Here's Jerome. And Cheney will be fouled up top by Ellie Welch.
You know, that's one thing all Kellogg teams are always good at, is being patient and not, you know, overstepping their abilities, you know.
Yep.
Knowing when the time is right on their hands to keep it for a while and run off the clock.
Yep. Easier said than done when you're out there and in the midst of the competition. Things move really, really quickly, and you know you got to make split-second decisions, and sometimes those decisions don't always work out.
Yep.
Well, and I guarantee Brad's going to get better. I'm not talking about Brad specifically. Brad Teskey's sitting up here, and he's always a nice whipping post. Sorry, Brad. Got to take the brunt of my ill-informed humor. And we have a scramble for the ball down low, and boy, Haley Cheney's shot a lot of free throws tonight. That foul's called on Grace Hunter. That's Grace's second foul. That's Grace's first foul. Sixth team foul of the half already. So the Wildcats will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Burnmeister will come back in the game. She'll replace Grace Hunter, and making her first appearance for Wallace tonight, that's Macy Hemphill. I'm sorry, I've been told she's been in the game already. I apologize. This one's live. Shot's up and good. 49-26. Just under a minute left here in the third quarter. Kelby Specht up top. She passes left side to House, who's hunting for her favorite spot out there, just above the three-point line. Foul called. Wallace ball out of bounds.
You know, Coach, one thing I can see working in Wallace's favor is getting that foul count up and getting those free throws down. That's one thing that might get them back into the game.
Yeah, right. Wallace, a fairly good free throw shooting team. Hemphill back in the game. She's a 75% free throw shooter, I should say. Here's Phillips. Good ball fake. Drive right side, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. Really impressed with Brittany's game tonight. Really an aggressive, good third, fourth option for the Miners here. And becoming starting to take a little bit more control and be a little bit more assertive. It's always difficult as a young player joining a more veteran team when you don't quite know when you should step on the gas or let up.
Yep, and you can see as the season goes on, she just gets more and more confident, more and more comfortable with the girls around her. So it's awesome to see.
Yep, steady improvement throughout the year, and I think that's kind of the overall generalization for this whole team. There has been steady improvement over the year, and as Coach Miller likes to say, we like to have these guys peaking at the right time. You know,
Yep.
It doesn't do you much good to be playing your best basketball during the Silver Valley tournament. What you're really shooting for is a chance at the state tournament. So,
Oh yeah.
Coe drives, middle lane. Her shot no good. Rebounded by Jerome. Jerome to Emily Coe to Nearing right side 3-point attempt. Up, no good. Rebounded by House. She'll go the other way. 49-29. 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. Drive and shot by House, no good. Rebounded, 4 seconds remain. See if Nearing can get a shot off here. She's at midcourt. Her shot up and no good. So after 3 quarters, it's a 20-point lead for the Wildcats, 49-29. We'll be back in a minute. All right, welcome back. Fourth quarter here, 20-point deficit. Kellogg up 49-28. Oh, looks like they took a point off the Miners score.
Hey, Coach.
Ollie? Oh, nice inbound pass to Burmeister. Just tossed up and over, a little lob pass, and she puts it up and in. That's Layla's first point of the game. Miners showing a looks like a 1-2-2 pressure. Special guest in the booth. I'm joined by my friend and my son, Oliver Larson. How you doing, Ollie? Good. Good. Today was a good day for Ollie. He earned how many points in AR reading? How many? 10 points. But what he's done, he's gone back, and he remembers the books he's reading. He's taking these AR tests, and I think it's a form of, that's not really dishonest. But what do you think of the game so far tonight, Ollie?
Good.
Yeah? Miners playing fairly well. 20-49. You were hoping to see your cousin play tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully later in the season we'll get to see her play at Kellogg. Okay, a man of very few words. Thank you, Ollie, for joining us up here in the booth. He's going to hand it back to Carter. Jerome down low to Coe. She steps through lane, and there's Cheney about the free throw line. Her shot's no good. Rebounded by House. House looking up floor, nothing there. She controls it, still looking. Sometimes if you're patient, those posts open up once everybody kind of filters in and picks up their person. Yep. I thought Ollie'd be better. He's usually a pretty outgoing kid, and didn't seem like he wanted to say too much tonight. I love you. Good night.
Cute if you ask me.
Yeah, thank you, Carter. One of my proudest moments, we were out here for, I believe it was a Wallace Varsity boys basketball game, and Ollie sang the national anthem
I do remember that.
as a 4-year-old. Yeah, it was tremendous. He and I used to ride in the car quite a bit, and he always asked me to sing the song, and he learned the words. And boy, at 4 he could belt it out. And now it's crazy because now if you ask him, he's proud of it, but he would never do that again. He's got stage fright. All right, referees conference will reward the ball to the Miners. 49-30 here, cutting into that lead a little bit. On the floor for the Miners, Welch, Phillips, House, Bergam, and Selke. And for the Wildcats, we have Jerome, Nearing, Cheney, Kay Reed, and Emily Coe. Just as I say her name, Coe gets her hands on the ball, deflects it. Phillips is on the ground, controlled by the Miners. House drives right down the middle lane, her floater up and no good. Out of bounds to the Wildcats. Coach Farkas asking the girls to apply a little pressure here. You got to take some chances and let it fly here. Maybe, for the sake of putting a little pressure on the Wildcats, give up an easy bucket here or there, but some constant pressure and just like you said earlier, Carter, make these girls make some bad decisions, some bad passes that give us a chance to get a deflection, a steal. Boy, Jerome does a nice job handling the ball, doesn't she? Dribbles with her head up, finds Cheney down low, misses a layup, rebounded by Phillips.
You can see the relationship between her and Chase Jerome and all of them.
Yeah. Chase is a cousin, right? Not an older
first
brother.
cousin.
Yeah, first cousin.
Yep.
And Macy's Logan's younger sister.
Yep.
Okay. Looking forward to playing the Wildcats in basketball this year. That's always a fun matchup. We kind of lost out on an opportunity in the Silver Valley tournament, and our first contest was canceled because they were suffering. Are we scheduled to play them yet? It's coming up on our schedule.
We will. Yep, they're coming up. So
I thought we may have missed them.
No.
Just didn't get a chance to play them in the Silver Valley tournament. Right?
Correct. Yeah. We just got some late season games against them, so I'm excited.
Good.
Should be some decent matchups, a good game.
Well, it's a nice jump stop, left side. She passes off to Phillips. Passes back out to Ellie. Oh, looking in. She was looking for Jaden, but Jaden had just vacated the spot she was in 2 seconds ago. And here comes Emily Coe driving. Boy, very, very aggressive play by the freshman Coe. When you play aggressive like that and you have a post player like Cheney, he's able to clean it up and get an easy bucket. Here's House right side, looking for a screen by Bergam. Uses it. And foul shooting a left-handed floater. She'll go to the line, shoot two.
Sorry, go ahead, Coach.
32-51, that's all I was going to say.
One great thing you always see from Brianna Bergam is great defense, great straight up, no fouls, and also those nice screens.
She sets great screens. She knows. I'm always impressed with her game.
Yep, she knows how to help out at the perfect time and get those guards open.
Good defensive awareness. That's something I'm trying to build and reinforce in the younger boys players. Is you gotta have defensive awareness and not just be responsible for your own person, but help your teammate out when they get beaten. When you start to play that way, that's like, in my opinion, the true essence of team basketball.
Yep.
You can trust your guys to give a great effort to stop them one-on-one, but boy, if they need some help, you're there to help them.
Well, and that's when teams are playing at their greatest, is when they can do things like that.
Metaphor for life, right? We all need a little bit of help every once in a while.
Yep.
Right.
Great defense.
Oh, man.
And one nice shot by Ellie Welch.
That went in?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hard foul by Darian Hill, and Welch goes to the hoop. She pretty much looked like a hockey check into the padded wall down there.
Just as we said at the beginning of the game, you got nice defense from Ellie Welch, and she goes and finishes on the other side. It's
great finish. Awesome.
Yeah.
Can't say enough good things about Ellie Welch's game and her approach to. Oh, it looks like we may have had a line violation.
Yep.
One or two of the girls stepped in there early. It was a one-shot foul. Dawn White, a little bit confused, but the ball goes out of bounds to the Wildcats. Ellie stayed at the foul line, but she's just getting in position to play defense. All right, 1-2-2 pressure. Wildcats do a good job getting it right to the middle. Welch is met, or is met by Phillips, and they finally get a steal. Great pesky defense by the Miners. Welch gets it up the right side to Selke, puts her head down and drives. Unfortunately, the ball bounced off her foot. Back out of bounds to the Wildcats.
You love to see it, though. Miners taking some chances when they got nothing to lose.
Yeah. Kind of a homecoming of sorts for students in the Wallace School District today. It was first day back in school for the entire group. How was it?
Oh, yeah, second day. It was pretty good.
Second day, yeah, I should know.
Pretty energizing. Just like this, Ellie Welch getting another steal.
House's shot just inside the three-point line. No good, but rebounded by Phillips. Boy, it is really impressive the spirit both teams are playing with tonight. We have girls, jumping on the floor for loose balls, tying them up. It's been a really competitive game.
Fun to watch.
36-51.
Yep, real fun to watch. .point deficit here. 13-point deficit, excuse me. 3 minutes, 48 seconds. Steal by the Miners. Boy, we keep having opportunities. If we can just capitalize on some of these misplays by the Wildcats, Miners will be in good shape. That's what we're going to need.
The lead is 15. And we have a foul called up top on Haley Cheney. A blocking foul. That's the 6th team foul. Or is that 7? Oh, that's 10 fouls anyway. So Miners will shoot two shots each foul from here on out.
Just as we said earlier, get up in that foul count, and Miners are going to have to hit some free throws to get back in this game.
You really have a high basketball IQ. You said that earlier, and I kind of just put it aside, but here it comes, and it might turn out to be a difference in this game. 37-51, 14-point deficit. Now 13, boy. Right back into the game for the Wildcats that's Grace Nearing. She replaces 44 Haley Potts. Haley Potts coming in for her first action of the night. Quick couple minutes for the Wildcats, but came in and helped out. And here's pressure once again by the Miners. Steal by Selke. She passes left side to Welch. Outside, three-point attempt up. Good. Nice shot. Finally, that shot
Great
fall.
Shot by Jaden House.
It's a 10-point game here with 3 minutes and 19 seconds left. Just close your eyes, Carter, and imagine fans in the stands, a student section there going wild. It would be exciting, but we just have to make do with what we got. 30-second timeout called by Kellogg coach Nearing. Be right back.
Broadcasting live.
T1, the Miners have cut into a 20-point deficit. Now the lead is 10, and this 1-2-2 pressure has really put a lot of tension on the Wildcat offense. Nearing will dribble the ball off of her foot, right out of bounds. Let's see if the officials have. Oh, here Don White's going to get involved again. Another conference. He looks like he might have some information for Mackenzie Dyer to change the call. Is he sure about it? Yeah, he's sure about it.
No problem?
Oh, Don White getting into it with somebody in the stands down low. But, a pretty important call there. From my vantage point, Carter, it looked like it bounced off Nearing's foot, but White was on the line, as was Phillips. They got together and got it right.
Yep.
Okay, that's just like we said. Oh, wonderful play by Nearing. She's fouled by White, but no call. And foul called against Welch, and that'll put the Wildcats in the bonus. Macy Jerome will go to line for a 1-on-1. Boy, some really exciting back and forth basketball here tonight.
Yep, it's awesome to see all the girls getting pumped up out there and yelling and screaming.
Oh, that's kind of what
makes it a lot more fun.
Yes. Sorry to interrupt. That's kind of what I was alluding to earlier. Just imagine if it was as usual. We had a band here, and the community coming out to support. It would be a lot of fun, but. One can only hope.
I thought that was Macy Jerome that got fouled, but
looks like she was heading to the line. Instead, it's Hill. Darian Hill misses a second foul shot, rebounded by Coe. Boy, great player, Coe. She's fighting for it. It's tied up down low. Don White's going to call a jump ball, and that's going to be Miners' ball out of bounds. Just under 3 minutes left. Miners facing an 11-point deficit. Both teams shooting in the bonus. Miners shoot 2 foul shots, being a double bonus, and each foul against the Miners will give the Wildcats a 1-1. Wildcats showing man-to-man defense. Is that a man? Well, it's from 3. Great fadeaway three-pointer from a few feet beyond the arc. Here she comes, Brittany Phillips flying around. Wildcats do a good job to get the ball up. Coe dribbles baseline. And her layup attempt up and good. 54-44. Miners had it down to 8. Let's see if we can cut that again. Oh, Carter, when you're feeling good and you're shooting well, I mean, how do you play unselfishly? You know, because you feel like everything that you touch turns to gold. You know, how do you try to keep everybody involved when you're feeling like that?
You know, a lot of times you're just looking for the open guy, and when you feel it, you just got to play with it. And if it's going well, you just got to keep doing it. You know what I mean?
Just not forcing to let it come to you, shooting open shots and letting it fly.
Once you start forcing it, that's when.
Oh man, great defense by Chloe Selke. That ball went to the corner, and Chloe Selke dived down the middle of the key to stop Cheney. But there's a shot left side by Hill, number 15. Darian Hill playing a nice game for the Wildcats. High screen set by Hunter. Ball dribbled out of bounds off of Welch's foot. It's going to go out of bounds. Manzardo looks at White. White doesn't have any information for him that might change that call. 56-44. Exciting fourth quarter here. 12-point lead for the Wildcats. Pressure, full court pressure shown by the Miners. Good patience by the Wildcats. Boy, they got that ball up the floor without one dribble. That's amazing. Wonderful.
That's a way to break.
Can't do it much better than that, yeah.
Nope.
Minute 15 left. 14-point deficit. House looking. She spots up from about 23. Her shot up. Looked good out of her hand. Scramble for the loose ball. Tied up. It's a jump ball, and this one's going to go to Kellogg. 1 minute left. It looks as if the Wildcats are going to wrap this one up. But boy, Carter, it's been just like we said, a game of runs. It was 20 at one point. Real competitive in the first quarter. And the Miners really made some adjustments and came out playing real well in the second half to make this a competitive game.
Oh yeah, got it all the way down to 8. And,
yeah. Yep.
Fun to watch.
And I think a confidence builder for them. This is a pretty talented Kellogg team.
Oh, most definitely.
Not having a lot of success, but not having any chance to play with continuity this year. And boy, under a minute left, just as I'm wrapping this up and saying goodnight, Ellie Welch hustles down the floor for a chase down deflection out of bounds and preventing an easy bucket. Farkas will go to her bench for a defensive substitution. She gets Burmeister in there for those long arms. She replaces Hunter, and Farkas pats Hunter on the back and tells her great game. Hunter passes to Coe in the corner. Her three-point attempt up, no good. Rebound nearing. Nice tip attempt by, rebound Miners. She's tied up by Darian Hill. Jump ball. This one will go to the Miners. 1 or 2 more chances here to get the ball in the bucket. It's been fun being up here with you, Carter.
Yeah, thanks for
nice sitting down with you and watching a basketball game.
It's always a fun time.
You guys are in action again on Friday night against Genesis Prep. You travel down there, right?
Should be a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Good. Ball's out of bounds to the Miners. Miners bench still getting excited down there, realizing that this is a step in the right direction and something to build on. There's House. Look for the ball right side. Her three-point attempt up, no good. Challenged by Nearing. Rebounded by Coe. 10 seconds left. Miners not quitting. Welch and House trying to trap Macy Jerome. She does a good job to get the ball up the floor. A scramble for the loose ball, and that's how the game will end. 58-44. Kellogg wins the first matchup of this year. They'll meet again later in the season in Kellogg's gym. I'm Barry Larson, joined by Carter Bailey and the Channel 3 production staff. Thanks for joining us here tonight and continue to support those Miners.